Hello, everyone. Welcome from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Steve Mandile, and I'm here on behalf of Tonewood-Amp, talking about this amazing little piece of gear that hooks onto the back of your guitar and makes magic. And I met these folks who are incredibly nice people. I've gotten to be friends with them, and I met them at NAMM a couple years ago here in Nashville at Summer NAMM, and I told them at the time, I said, this is the only innovative piece of gear that I saw on the entire floor. And there was a lot of the same stuff, a lot of software, a lot of guitars, a lot of guitar amps, a lot of drums, and lots of loudness. And this was the first thing that was actually caught my attention. And Ofer took me into the little whisper room in there, and he showed me what it would do. And it was like, so let me just explain it. You probably already know since you're logged on to the Tonewood-Amp page, but if you don't, that's my guitar by itself, and this is with the Tonewood-Amp added in there. And I just love it. It's so much fun. And so it obviously does reverb, it does delay, it does tremolo, it does an auto wah effect, it does a Leslie. You can put delay and reverb together. It's got a chorus. It's got all these different things that are super cool. And obviously you can use it for performing. Well, the chorus is a Leslie. I lied. But anyway, but it's really cool. And a lot of guys use it. There's a lot of guys that are just really great fingerstyle or just performance guitar players that are really amazing. And a lot of them endorse the Tonewood-Amp. They're available on their site. You can see them. And they use it for performing like that. I use mine. I'm primarily an electric guitar player, and I use mine as a songwriting tool, and it does some really. You're sitting on your couch and you're just, and it gets kind of boring after a while, but you stick this on there. And it just, I don't know, for me as a writer, it takes me somewhere that I wouldn't have normally gone. And to me, that is, it makes it for a really invaluable tool. It does some other things too that I think is really, really cool. You can hook it up through another device like this little iPad that I'm using right here, and use something like Sample Tank. What I use it for, and you can put any sound into it, but I like the cello. Don't ask me how he does it. It just does it, and it's amazing. It's super cool. So imagine that, sitting on your couch trying to write a song. And all of a sudden you have reverb and a little cello going on in the background. And it's just inspiring. I'm a songwriter as well here in Nashville. I'm going to do do a couple songs that I wrote during this half-hour segment, and I appreciate Tonewood-Amp having me on. And we're all in quarantine, and we're sitting at home. And I've been doing a lot of shows here in my studio every week. I do a songwriter show every Thursday night where I just perform songs that I've written, mostly just for me and for fun. If anybody wants to come and join in, it's on my page every Thursday night at 7:30 Central Time. And then I have my main band, Six Wire. We have been really busy trying to make plans. We lost 5 months worth of work, and we're trying to. Luckily, everybody's rescheduled for later on in the year, so we're gonna have a real busy second half of the year. But in the meantime, we've just been busy just trying to keep things going. And we have a subset of that band called the Small Time Rock Stars, and we play we're the house band for like the Nashville Predators games, and we do a show on Sunday nights, which just cover songs, and it's just fun. Everybody makes requests, and I'd love for you guys to come to enjoy that as well. In the meantime, I'm just going to play some songs that I wrote. Hope you enjoy them. This is one that I wrote a while back, and I'm going to showcase the cello. This is called Unlucky Me. It was just one of those things, a little hard to explain. One look in you, it changed everything. Before I ever heard your name, that's the way all began. One breath and I knew the lonely air I'd been breathing had been leading me straight to you. Who would have believed it's true? But the sky started to cry, sunshine in the clouds rolling away for the first time. I could feel the chains around my heart breaking free. Unknowingly, a little luck was raining down on unlucky me. It was just like a dream, the kind that lingers for hours and hours, never knowing what it all means. Scene by scene, it all replays. To keep it clear in my head, I'd been convinced so many times just to find that I'd been misled. This time I found you instead, and the sky started to cry, sunshine in the clouds were rolling away for the first time. I could feel the chains around my heart breaking free. So innocently, a little luck was raining down on unlucky me. And you opened up my eyes, and the sky started to cry, sunshine in the clouds rolling away for the first time. I could feel the chains around my heart breaking free. Surprisingly, a little luck was raining down on unlucky me. It was just one of those things. Thank you, cello player. And you don't have to pay them. It's awesome. And anyway, so that kind of describes how I use it. There are a million ways to use it. I've heard a lot of guys on the ToneWoodAmp page that are really they really use it to its full ability, and it's a great piece of gear. But again, like I say, I use it primarily just to get some audio inspiration. I've got the reverb on my vocal. Just make sure you're not hearing the reverb from Pro Tools over here, but I really love it. Here is a song that I wrote that Tim McGraw recorded. Had a big hit with it. It's called For a Little While. And a capo on. My wife's laughing at me. I'm like, it's already high enough as it is. Hot sun dancing on the river. We sit on the bank and watch the world roll by. Our feet in the water, she pressed her lips to mine. We were so long on love and short on time. She could be honeymoon sweet in a little while. She was mine, oh, for a little while. And I laugh every time I start to think about us. We sent that summer out in style. She's gone, but she left me with a smile. She was mine for a little while. Take a ride, head on down to that airport road. Put the seats back, watch the planes leave town. She always said nobody's strong enough to tie her down, but I wasn't looking for that anyhow. I knew she'd leave, but I didn't know when. It matters to me now, oh, but I didn't back then. And I laugh every time I start to think about us. We sent that summer out in style. She's gone, but she left me with a smile. She was mine for a little while. Seeing pictures now, me and her in those summer nights, and my mind fills with her. Oh, it's alright, 'cause I laugh every time I start to think about her. We sent that summer out in style. She's gone, but she left me with a smile. She was mine, yes, she was mine. While. Yeah, a little while. So cool. Anyway, here's an interesting story about the Tonewood-Amp, the one that really kind of made me a real fan of what it does for me as a writer. I was writing a song for a film, and I want to mention, by the way, that I have a record out. It's available on iTunes and Spotify and you name it, and I'm a producer as well. I've been in Nashville 33 years. Wow. And I produced a lot of projects on for a bunch of different people, and I've never done a project on myself, so I decided to put together a record. And these are all songs that I wrote by myself. I do a lot of co-writing. This is Nashville. We co-write a lot here. And I love to co-write. I'm trying to reverb off. I do a lot of co-writing, but I feel like I write it from a different place when I write by myself. And I submit a lot of songs for TV and film to try to get songs on TV and in films. So I don't get very many of them because it's a very competitive market, you know. So there's a lot of songs that I write that don't get placed, and then they just kind of get put on a shelf. And so I get a synopsis of what they're looking for, and then maybe even a temporary song that they use, and they want me and a bunch of other writers to try to submit songs to get in these specific scenes And this was one where the Tonewood-Amp came into play. I was I wanted to do this really vibey. It was a cartoon. It was an animated show called The Last Samurai or something like that. And actually, this song actually made it into the film. It was, but then they decided to not make the film. So that's the way it goes. And but anyway, I kind of had this droney thing in my head of what to do, and so I'm sitting here. And I just this added bit of just kind of inspired me, and just made it more spacious, and I like, if as an electric player, I use a lot of effects on my guitar, and it just gives me the same flexibility and the same feeling and it just puts me in a different vibe, puts me in a different space, and it shows me. It kind of gives me an idea when it comes time to produce the thing, what direction I'm going to go. So I'm going to do something kind of different here. I'm going to play a little piece of this song, and then I'm going to play along with a track that I produced, the one that's on my record, and kind of give you an idea of the way it turned out. And a lot of it, vibe-wise, was because of what was going on here with the Tonewood. And you'll get the idea. It's called The Fighter.
Scattered in the dust. I guess I'm not the fighter that I thought I was, just because I can't find the shame in just walking away. I could stay, but there's no reason good enough. Maybe when the sun comes up again, I'll be right back where it all began. Maybe then I'll turn it all around, not let anybody down. Maybe we can find a way to mend.
So you kind of get the idea what the vibe was of the song. The story on the scene that I was writing the song for was they were turning to this one hero, this guy who was the hero of the movie, and they expected him to do something great. And at the end, when it was time to do something great, he decided to just walk away, and disappointed everyone. I'm sure he rallied in the end. I didn't get to see the movie, but so this is how the record turned out. Available on iTunes. Operators are standing by.
I let everything get scattered in the dust. I guess I'm not the fighter that I thought I was, just because I can't find the shame just walking away. I could stay, but there's no reason good enough. Maybe when the sun comes up again, I'll be right back where it all began. Maybe then I'll turn it all around, not let anybody down. Maybe we can find a way to mend. This is not the story that I thought I'd tell. Doesn't seem to me it's gonna end too well. It's just as well I built it up so high. A wonder to the eye, was so beautiful until the day it fell. Sure that there's a lesson to be learned. I'm sure that there are pages to be turned. I'll just say goodbye, there's no need to cry. Maybe if I go, the trouble won't return. I let everything get scattered in the dust. I guess I'm not the fighter that I thought I was, just because I can't find the shame just walking away. I could stay, but there's no stay, but there's no reason good enough. Maybe when the sun comes up again, I'll be right back where it all began. Maybe then I'll turn it all around, not let anybody down. Maybe we can find a way to mend.
Anyway, it's called The Fighter, and vibe. Thanks to the Tonewood-Amp on that one, because I really depended on it to get me in that place, in that creative space, and it was really great. I'm gonna do a couple more songs and then wrap it up here. And this next song is not on my record, but I like it. I'm gonna do the one I did is a little bit more of a kind of an adult alternative sort of record, and I'm gonna make more of a country one, and this one will be on the country one. This one's called "The Mess I Made."
Packing up the last of us in boxes by the door, sweeping up the years in tiny pieces on the floor. I swear I hear our children laughing in the other room. I try to let it drown the sound of this old dusty broom, because today I'm cleaning up the mess I made. Patching up the places where our pictures used to be, like my favorite one of all of us in the summer of '03. It's hard to even recognize our little happy home. I ask for the 1,000th time, how could I have thrown this all away? I'm cleaning up the mess I made. Turn it all around, take me back to right before I let everybody down. And I know there's no way to deny, somewhere in my selfish heart I had to know the price that I would pay. But I did it anyway. Since I blamed it on the whiskey, I haven't had a drop. It had to be the reason I wasn't man enough to stop. There are just no words to make me worthy of her trust. And there is nothing I could ever do for me to justify the pain. So I'm cleaning up the mess I made. Somewhere in my selfish heart I had to know the price that I would pay. There is no one else to blame. Backing up the last of us in boxes by the door, sweeping up the years in tiny pieces on the floor. I hear our children laughing, I turn when I hear her voice. She says she's still not sure she can forget all of my choices, but she prayed, and it's time that she forgave. asked her if there was any way I will spend the rest of my days cleaning up the mess I made. Cleaning up the mess I made.
I'm going to go on record saying that is not autobiographical. My wife says I played that song for her, and she was like, "Uh-oh, are we in trouble?" You know. Yeah, I know. Wrote that by myself. It's just one I was proud of, and I'm going to be putting that on a project at some point pretty soon. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for the Tonewood-Amp folks for having me on, and I really do appreciate it. And go out there and support your local musicians, and tip everybody at all these restaurants that are working so hard, and we're all going to get through this. Again, I have a couple shows I do on Thursday night here at my studio, where I'm doing songs just like that. You know, I'll be just playing songs and having conversation, and it's on my Facebook page every Thursday night. And on Sunday night, one of my bands, the main band that I'm in is a band called Six Wire. We do a bunch of amazing things, and since we had like 5 months worth of shows canceled, so we are looking for stuff to do. So we have a little subset of the band called Small Time Rockstars, which is 3 of us, and we just play cover songs on Sunday nights on 7:30 p.m. Both shows are 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and that's it. I appreciate it. This is a title track to my record. It's called Beautiful Brand New Day. My record's available on iTunes. If you can go to my website, it's just stevemandile.com, and there's a link there if you want to go check it out. You don't have to buy it. Just go listen to it. I'd appreciate it. This is the title track of my record called Beautiful Brand New Day. You guys have a beautiful brand new day.
I crossed my heart and I promised the stars that the story so far was how it would always be. Took it slow, I had nowhere to go. How was I to know how you'd get to me? And I don't know what it is. No, I didn't count on this. Ooh, it's true, I'm giving in to you. And if you beat it too, tell me what do we do to always feel this way? It's a beautiful brand new day. I should run for cover since I've been discovered. Some reason or other, I'm just standing still in the open where words can be spoken. Things can get broken, they won't or they will, but here we are. Maybe the first time is a charm. Ooh, it's true, I'm giving in to you. And if you beat it too, tell me what do we do to always feel this way? It's a beautiful brand new day. some beautiful brand new day.
Thank you again for joining me, everybody. I'm Steve Mandile from Nashville, Tennessee. On behalf of the awesome, magical little box of ToneWood-Amp, thanks for joining me.